And we're playing this with fast time control, or normal time control, which is fine. And for the rest of you, do let me know how that's audio. Alrighty, so one thing of you who have been watching this channel for a while might notice is the new artwork. I don't like it, but the reason why I switched is to practice for the World Championship. Because the way Carcassonne is played in person, you typically use the newest physical sets. Interesting. Here, so we have only one placement that's... And... okay, we got challenge. 3 crossroads already out. So far, natural moves, but we need to think. We need to over 8. So I could do this, right? Just starting another road. Or I could do this, disrupt my opponent's road. That actually could be... you know what? Let's go for this. I think it's quite painful for them. Yeah, exactly. Because you see, they would have already finished the road and attacked my city, so this move was pretty much pointless, and I can do this later. Now, of course, they're doing this, but at least in some scenarios, I can tie these 2 cities together and make sure I don't lose them. Now, next thing, I'm going to start a road, attack a city. I'm not worried about this road being attacked, because if this road is attacked, then Red's road is also vulnerable here. Now we have an extremely difficult move. We're in a sort of a zugzwang. We can't really go here because that's bad. Can't go here. Here, it's doable, but actually I don't want it to be in this position, given that 2 of these tiles with a city cap and 3 roads have gone out. Okay, so I see in the chat that the audio isn't great, so I'm just gonna go back to the original settings. Do let me know if it became better. So I have to do this. The reason I hate doing this is because it leaves a very, very easy city cap for my opponent, just like a super easy city cap. Because, you know, my opponent can get a triangle, do this, but they don't. They get a monastery, they find a good placement for it. Fortunately, very fortunately, we get this, and now it's a big question. Like, do we do this and try play restriction, or do we do... I think this is sort of the more textbook move. Yeah, because then... ooh! Interesting. Okay, okay, that's good. So at least I get to save my city, and it's totally worth it. 75% chance to get 3 points for the road, 6 points for a city, meeple back. So it's definitely worth saving here. What can I do? I can grab a new road. That would be nice. I can, I guess, like, harass my opponent's city, but I think I'm just gonna finish my own road first and not drop any farmers. Yeah, then they do this. Then I commit their road to a 50-50. Seems like it should be annoying enough for them, but the game is still young. In fact, they do have a slight advantage. A lot in this game will depend on whether I get the tile for this city or not. Okay, let me see. Do let me know how's the audio now after I switch to the old settings. So yeah. So I was saying that I'm trying the new artwork, yeah, because that's what is used in person Carcassonne, and I've dropped so many games and so many rating points because of that. Because as I mentioned before, I don't like it. Everything looks like a curve, very hard counting tiles. Well, anyway, Now we could do this. It's actually really, really annoying. It's really annoying, huh? If we do this. Because then they finish their city and they immediately, like... Yeah, let's do this, I think. It's just so annoying. And I think we can even drop a farmer here. Because it already creates a blocking platform. It robs them of a monastery spot. Ooh. No meeple? I thought they would attack this city. Okay, interesting. So, now I guess we get to go here to harass their monastery. But no, let's just go for the high scoring move. Grab 5 points. Yes, this is exactly what we wanted. Because you see, now this guy is going to be staying here for longer. What could we do? We could actually just finish our joint city and put some pressure on this square. Because we're sort of kind of running out of curves, but I really want to do something with this. And I could go here, start a ring road. I think that would be quite annoying for them. Uh-huh. I could also do this, but that leaves another ring road empty. On the other hand, if I do this, then there's this other ring road. They take 4 points. Their stuff stays for longer. Okay, let's make the weird move. Let's do this. Okay, I'm playing this very weirdly. And I'm gonna make an... Maybe it's time already to start playing normally. Yeah, let's just grab this road. And now they're going to, yeah, attack their city, which is understandable. But it's actually quite vulnerable because the 3 of these guys, they're out. So maybe let's actually take care of that now. They get their meeple back, but they get another meeple blocked permanently. So yeah, that move, I'm not sure what that was. I mean, I think it was alright, because there wasn't really a good alternative. Sometimes what happens in these low-scoring... Oof, that hurts. What happens in these low-scoring games is that you just end up sacrificing valuable tiles. Also, yeah, I mean, I will be getting... this meeple back not really soon enough. So I guess what we can do is just take moves that give us points and stuff. Just trying to build up the monastery and get the meeple back. This is fantastic to see, because, I mean, it's a decent move, right, with the monastery. But the thing what this does is now we're completely equal on meeples, and I think I should be able to use this fact somewhat. Now then the question is, do we go here? And actually I don't see a reason not to. What we're looking for is like a curve plus some sort of city cap. I could also go here, start putting pressure on this square. I don't think it's quite worth it. If we go... Yeah, let's just see what happens. I really hope they try to block me. They will try to block me. So let me check the chat real quick. Okay, you're saying much better. So, well, the audio experiment didn't work. So, There's some problem with this move that I'm about to make. I will have to meeple this city just for defensive purposes. It will be blockable in one move, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My opponent really only has 5 strong blocking tiles. It's the triangles that really make it hard for me. Anything else but a triangle is fine, because if it's a triple city, at least I'm able to turn this into a ruin. If it's not a triple city, well, I should be completely fine. So it's a monastery, with which they, I guess, probably could restrict my city, probably could build their monastery. A variety of ways how this could go. Yeah, the restriction makes sense. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I could start doing something like this, but it's not really a good block. I think I should start doing something like this first. First of all, build up that side and then try to block from this side. Nothing really else that we can do with this tile. I hate adding points to my opponent. So let's just do this. Well, they will be blocking me, I think. But I still have one tile that gives me a meeple back. Now it's a big question. What do we do with this tile? I guess we could score 2 points here. We could score, no, this is bad, this is bad. This is bad. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do this. So now they just trying to block my city permanently. And I could defend this, but this time it is absolutely not worth it. Because it's only 50%. It's not guaranteed that they will block my city anyway. And I have this move which gives me meeple back. The only question is, do we meeple this city? And I don't think we can afford that. Yeah, we're just going to have to leave this coin flip in our field. Because, well, it's just too easily blockable. On the other hand, the only way they can block this is with a curve. No. What am I thinking? Okay, so if I meeple the city, regardless of the block, there are only 3 tiles that remaining that would enable me to finish that city. And one of these tiles I already need for this guy. So I just have to leave this open and just leave a coin flip lying around. They should probably block my meeple, or they could go there, actually. That would be interesting from them. Or, I don't know, they could go here. Like, there's just so many things that they need to do. Also, one of the reasons why I need to leave this open and just go for the coin flip, well, is I need this temporary meeple advantage, because eventually red is getting his meeple back, is adding like 9 plus 5, 14 points on the scoreboard, and I want to be able to do some damage while we're at it. Yeah, you see, I thought he might do that. Now, it's a very interesting situation. So I guess maybe I need to do this just to equalize and say just goodbye to this meeple. It's only 50% anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 3 triangles and 2 splitters remaining. 5 tiles for my opponent to finish this city. I don't think I can afford that. 1 meeple is a reasonable price to pay. And if I do this, my opponent like really only has one. Well, my opponent gets it. Just kind of one thing that gives them their meeple back. Yeah, ain't easy. But I think I still needed to do this. Now, it will be quite hard for me to protect this field. Well, it's actually, the field's only worth 6 points anyway. So let's just keep doing this. There's a reason why I took 2 points here, by the way. So in case my opponent wins the coin flip for this tile, I do not want them to benefit here. Okay, so they break that city, and I get 11 points. It was a huge coin flip for me. And so what we'll be trying to do now is just to close down the field. Because I am ahead. I am +7 on the scoreboard. I am minus, well, this is equal. +10 because of this. +5 because of a 5-point monastery. +4 because of this 1-point mini battle. And I'm a +13, but I'm -1 meeple. Huh. Now I think we just need to add stuff here to just simply add points, and then maybe later we can close this field down. And also it's only 9 points, like we can actually afford to lose it, because look at this, there's one road anyway, which is easy access to like 9 points. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you just get 2 curves and you have a 9-point road, same as a 9-point field. And at some point we should be looking to do this, but I think at first I need to do this. Yeah, and now of course he will be trying to finish his monastery. He has some easy point access there. There is also one tile which just wins me the game, so that's nice to have. I think I need to block, and he needs to defend. Ooh, I can see a nasty possibility of this field growing. Like, imagine a curve going over here, this being completed, and then he'll just outscore me with his meeple majority. Ooh, I don't think this is quite... No, actually, I guess that's kind of decent, but it gives me a very comfortable target here. So I will be wanting to draw like any city tile before he gets something like this. There are 2 city cabs that go for him. Okay, I'm out of time. I need to just start doing something. Yeah, there's an easy 4-pointer for him. What can we do? I guess just grab some points ourselves. Let's do some tile counting. I think this is the last vanilla city cap. And this, is it really necessary? Is it really necessary to do that? Because there's only one curve remaining. Well, I guess there's this city cap that I had in hand, which would have fit into this square for the city, but obviously I blocked it myself. I had to. I guess, do we go here, try to... Yep, you know what? Let's just do what our intuition says to us. Maybe I was a bit impatient. Because now I feel like the game can come down to a 50-50. What if I just go here, lie down a little bit, and forego meeples for the rest of the game? +1. Because it says, like, he can just take my field away. +1, +9. You know what? Its intuition tells me to do this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm very, very wrong. But that's what I decided to do under time pressure. So I have only one tile that gives me a meeple back, which is kind of really, really weird. And the plan is just to preserve my lead. I got the last tile that fits here. There's a problem that my opponent can draw some quick points, but really the only source of quick points is this. But if I block this, then I'm leaving another source of quick points. Let's try to do some tile counting together as well. So there are 2 big tiles still remaining, which is why I haven't bothered continuing this city by that much just yet, because my opponent can still draw one of the tiles that neutralizes mini battle. But let's say if we draw the 2 remaining big cities, then we get like extra couple points here. +1, +4, +5. +17. Yes, we are at +10 at the moment. And like, how does exactly our opponent get 10 points with 1 meeple? It's easier said than done. Well, I guess it is doable. Like, if they get something over here, that's 5. Oh, that's it. They've accepted the loss. That's just a loss. Right, because they needed to wait for quick points. Because even if they get their tile... Yeah, I'm just gonna say I think this is not enough. Because look at this. They will be... Ah, okay. Maybe that's actually not... Maybe that's enough. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. Yeah. They actually can win this. Well, I guess they can win only... Okay, that was bad, actually. I just gave him 3 points for no reason. Okay, that's fine. Because we want, like, the flip for the curve and everything. And we have this... And there's still the starting tile. There's the biggie, which are going to give us a couple of points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. So I guess I can still... block that Okay, perfect. I won the coin flip here as well. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I think I am wrong. I'm actually gonna trust my opponent here. So as you see, lots of mistakes, quite difficult to play with the new artwork. I ended up winning somehow. So I was in a good position to win, right? Because I needed either the curve or the starting tile. Obviously, this was a mistake. I didn't need to do that. Very weird game, lots of blocking. I don't play those very often, as you see. What I'm gonna have under 100 points, 75 versus 67. Okay, well, hopefully it was somewhat instructive for you, but you can even sometimes play games with imperfect tile counting. So what happened? We got all of our meeples blocked, but we built a monastery, they built a monastery. We won the crucial, important coin flip here, but the coin flip was favorable for me because it was in my field, so if I win the coin flip, I get 11 points. If they win the coin flip, they get 5 points. It was a very nice situation to be in. We lost the 75% over here, but we managed to win the game through other means, so that was nice. Alrighty. Thanks for the kind words, bud. So, who was going to be next? I think I remember Gloviere writing. Yeah, I'm gonna send an invite to them, but if somebody wants to send an invite to me first, then I'm happy to play. I mean, I'm happy to play with whoever, but of course, if there are many of, in case there are many of you who want to do this, I'm gonna play with somebody whom I haven't played yet in previous episodes. I think with Gloviere we did a couple. We also played Azul. So maybe I should have connected the cities with a triple. Yep, it was just referring to a situation because you see, like, I managed to have a very nice mini battle for a few points. Okay, now we're playing against Gloviere, and we're gonna try and be a bit better at commentating because I felt that because there was a lot to think about, I started sometimes commenting not in full sentences, so maximizing focus. Pretty easy move. They get 4 points, we get a 2-point road, they get 8 points. And interesting situation here. So we could do this, but this is bad because they'll be the first one on the field, right? If we were to get just a road tile here, I would do something like this, drop a farmer, because even though there are only 2 cities, this field will be significant. But I do not want to leave an empty city cap, which is why I'm gonna do this. Let them take the field. Actually, they shouldn't. They should meeple the road. And then I don't need to take the field. I could just do this. So I'm just gonna have 2 open cities, of course. It's very important to have 2 open cities rather than just 1. And suddenly this field is also not very important. There's also a reason why I want to keep the field small. Because out of the 2 opponents, the side that is busy building the cities is actually a bit less likely statistically to claim the field. They will be now continuing their city, and now we will be trying something quite unusual. So what are our candidate moves? We could go here, drop a farmer. Actually, that's not that bad. But we'll fight for the field later. Also, no point in, I guess, if going like this, we do some nice blocking, but I'd rather go here. And the reason for that, if they go here, that's not really a block, right? I will be connecting to this road. If they draw a straight line and prevent my connection here, I still have the option to grab a curve and connect through here, having like a 12-point loop. So this road connection is surprisingly annoying, and they just gave up. Like, they just gave me the road. So I think that was a bit impatient on their part. Actually, no, that was definitely a mistake. Because, like, only 12% of the time I'm losing this meeple, and even some of that time I get to reconnect here. So I could go here, kind of naturally prolonging my opponent's field. I could also go here, which is... No, let's just grab the points. When in doubt, grab the points. Also, if they don't get a city cap, I get to attack the city, sort of, kind of. So they grab a monastery nearby, which makes sense. And now it's very interesting. So my first move that I'm thinking about is actually this, to just close down the loop and enjoy the advantage. I could also like play it simpler and go here. But then if he grabs something like a crossroads, he can re-attack the road. You know what? First choice is usually correct. Yeah. Finishing the road. Now I could do this, but no, this is better. Just gonna build cities. There is a very, very big field, which is a problem. But a 12-point road is not to be sneered at. Yeah, they're starting a new city, but we will be meepling another field at some point. Also, I have made a lot of cities for my opponents. That's a good move. They're trying to block. That makes perfect sense. Well, we do have a monastery. I'm not planning on wasting it. And we're gonna go here. But they do get their stuff back. We will be losing some value, unfortunately. But it is what it is. They will probably be trying to break my city. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. That's fine. So there's still one tile that's left to fit here, and even if we lose this meeple, we have some other ones. Ooh, okay. This is actually very, very interesting. Yeah, it's very... Oof. I guess I want to do something like this, right? But also need to defend. And which meeple do I defend? Because if I do this, they just Sophie choice me with a straight line. But if I do this, they connect 2 of those. I am in a precarious spot. I think I'd rather have the 50-50 here. Well, it did sort of work. But they should be blocking my other meeple here. Okay, so that's the last one. Now a single straight line can block this meeple completely. They should go here. They should not be greedy with 2 points. Really? I think blocking here was just so much more important. Okay, well, hopefully we can get away with something here. Now it's an interesting situation, so we should be taking 2 points. But I don't want to take 2 points like this, because it gives them a city cap with a starting tile. So actually, I'd rather go here. Just have the city cap out in the open. They're taking points. We can't really take the city cap because I think we could use the meeple. And let's just leave this open for a while. Let's take the 12-point road. And I'm actually kind of tempted to drop a farmer for 6 points. I don't think it's worth. I don't think it's worth it. Like, there will be other opportunities to score more points. And that's, of course, the price that we pay. Is that there is this city cap that we left open. What do we do now? Yeah, actually, I wonder if I should have dropped a farmer there, right? Because, like, where else am I going to spend the meeples? Also, my situation is not ideal. Because they have a stronghold on the field. They have, like, the 12 points. And I have these meeples tangled up in a precarious position. What I really want to do is finish both of my cities. Then I'm kind of good. Then we're balanced. But if not, I mean, I'm not really sure exactly how to win this. So we're going to go here first. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now they block. But this is not a guaranteed block, right? Because there's still one of these guys still remaining. And actually, I'm fine with this. There's still many big tiles. So there's a lot of things we can do. We could also go here. I think, yeah, we really, really need all the monasteries in the world. And we will need to find some sort of counter field. Or some way of dealing with their big field. I could also go here, actually. Which one's better, this or this? I guess this one's less restricted. Yeah, I think this is just slightly better. Although maybe it wasn't such a bad idea to keep it next to the city, because now they can, I guess, like, meeple the city, put some pressure on this square over here. If I get the 6th monastery, then I'm doing really well. Now they're thinking... I think they just should claim the city, really. Like, there isn't anything better. The city is actually really, really hard to block. Like, if you ask me, that's just the winning play. Yeah, that's a problem. Nothing much we can do about it. I guess we just hope to draw a curve before they do. Okay, let's take 2 points here. Yeah, exactly. Now they can... There's one move for them. They could take this and, like, point the triangle down. And there's just, like, nothing much that we can do about it. Because the reason, like, it's threatening a closure of the city, it secures the square, it just helps them in every which way. Yeah, you see, I'm paying for this monastery placement, and now I have to do something ugly like this. Whereas I would have loved to spend tiles on my own stuff. And what they're probably going to do now is they're going to place this tile here, block 2 of my meeples versus their 1 meeple, and it's just going to be a fantastic investment for them. So that's ain't easy for me. But instead they block my meeple, which they should have done earlier. But because now we have at least this 1 extra tempo, we get bailed out. We can attack here, and also we will get to finish our monasteries in all likelihood. There's still 3 tiles that go into the square. So, of course, we lose this meeple, which is, like, not great. But they should have blocked this earlier. Like, I should have lost this game a long, long time ago. But we're still somehow surviving. By a thread. It's also not exactly obvious what they do here. Continuing to block is, it certainly makes sense, it's reasonable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Aha, there's 1 thingy remaining. So we could actually go here. We could take these 2 points, setting up a 3-point road next to myself, next to my monastery. I think that could work. So we need to just grab every point we can get. There's still some road end tiles. 4 of them to be exact. I don't want to go here because that's helps my opponent more than it helps me. So let's go for this. They get the final monastery tile. I'm not even sure they. I think they actually they could. They should use it as monastery. Because, like, what else there is to do? Yeah, so temporarily they have no meeples. But it's really, really only temporary. And I don't necessarily have a winning plan. Like, I need to just get meeples first, and then I need to either find a way to equalize the field with 2 meeples, even though, like, it's not that big. It's only 12 points, and I don't think it's going to get, like, much bigger. Because it's surprisingly restricted for a big field, right? There's literally just 1 square for New City. Okay, there's another here next to the monastery. Yeah, I forgot this. So, what could we do? We could go here, kind of preparing some crossroads here. This leaves us with not so many options, but if we get something like this, if we go here, we can eat up this big city in the future. That's not nothing. But maybe just using the fact that my opponent temporarily doesn't have meeples, we can go here, keep the city cap unrestricted. It's tough. Also, like, I don't have a lot of things that fit here, really. This one's really complicated. I'm not sure. I mean, the 3 good tiles that go here. There's also 3 good tiles that go here. Okay, let's keep it unrestricted. Let's just play a natural move. Yeah, they get their stuff. Now I guess we just have to take the free city cap, but it's not necessarily what I wanted. I would have probably, yeah, I would have preferred to wait for something like this. Then they get like this. Then we do need to clean off the empty city cap. So they do get their meeple back. I do complete the connection, and you see my impatience, right? If this were like one square lower, I could have threatened just so much now. So much. A third farmer, interesting. So do you really think it's enough for a win? Because I'm at +8 on the scoreboard, +9, +11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Versus monastery 17, 6, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm only down 4 points actually. After this move, I'm only down like not 4, 2 points. And we could connect their... I still have one tile that finishes me the monastery. Yeah, now this game could go either way. I guess let's just do this, which I'm not even sure is the best move, because it's like it makes things kind of really dangerous. 4, 5, 6, 7, because it opens up my my city, but it also adds more point to it. That's why I wanted to do this. And also maybe like they will expend one extra move on dealing with this threat as opposed to going here. Yeah, that's all right. Because there's still 2 tiles that fit there actually. I could go further. I can try go here as well, saying that you can't block them all. To which they may respond, yes, I can. I'm only down... Well, okay, technically I'm down 5 points now, I think. But after this, I will be down, like, way less. What if we go here instead? Is that, like, the more rational thing to do? Because if we do this, we also give back the opportunity of my opponent grabbing the... Oh, no! Never mind. No splitter. There are only 2 city caps remaining. There's one starting tile, and there's one... like, this thingy. So what's the point of starting another one? I guess just making sure that I... Yeah, you know what? Let's just have threats. Like, let's just force my opponents into doing things instead of adding points to themselves, like they need to do something about this. And also, for example, they now cannot go here because then I... just continue my city. Like, it's just... Let's just be annoying as possible. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the 3rd city cap. Of course, the 3rd city cap is the one that goes over here. But yeah, like, it's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I should have checked this earlier, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's perfect. So they can't really block with the triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because there's still one remaining. I guess they still might do it. Oh, so they did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But we have more tiles with which we can annoy our opponents. I feel like we're due a recount again. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have like 18 points on the field. So I'm at -10. I'm at -4 in the monasteries and -14. And I have a bunch in cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm down. I'm at -2, and I have 2 tiles that fit here. I have a tile that goes here. I'm actually in really, really good shape to win this now. And honestly, like, I'm just not sure what they can do about it. I'm at -1. And then we're gonna getting 3 points in a meeple back. Yeah, it's a very good move, trying to get extra points. So do we farm this? Does it make sense to farm? I don't think it does, because we can just like take roads elsewhere and stuff. Or maybe do we take a road instead? Because maybe it's like already time to meeple stuff. Oh yeah, also like if they do this, they add me an extra point. I mean, if they use the road tile to block my city, they add me an extra point. Also, there are plenty of road tiles anyway. Like, where exactly do we get points? So I will be gaining 3 points, good, putting my +2. Yeah, I think I need to do this. Like, one of the reasons is just like I can't see where exactly I can score points. And as I saw this, I can see where I can score points. I can score points with the sloop. So, wait a second. In my last move, I got 6, putting me at +5. They got 3, so I'm at +2. 1 curve remaining. So it's not worth doing this. And I think what's worth doing is going here, which at the same time is just adding 1 point and also putting a defense. Because the one tile that left that goes here is a triangle. Regular triangle. Okay, so I think we are at +3 now. There is a problem though. My opponent can win with 2 city caps. If they get something like the starting tile plus the vanilla. Yeah, vanilla. Well, then they win. The reason I'm saying this, because they could put the starting tile here and then score 7 points with it with the vanilla. Also, okay, come on, tile counting. So vanilla, starting tile, triangle, curve, and yeah, okay, then I won. I'm pretty sure that's. I'm pretty sure they cannot win now. Yeah, because I get to do this now. Ooh, that's nice. But check this. Now I get to do this. And I get to threaten stuff here. I get to threaten to either connect to this field, or I still have the city cap that goes here, right? So the remaining tiles are starting tile, vanilla, and city cap. Yeah, this is just the move. It's easy. Never mind. Sorry about that. I keep miscounting again. Okay, maybe. So what was the missing stuff? Okay, we get this, which is really nice. Oh no, there was a starting tile. There was vanilla. Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't get the tiles wrong. I just got the number of tiles wrong. And obviously, the curve was no longer remaining because I drew it over here, and yeah, it's all good. So you see, the tile counting was not that horrible, and I'm still on my way. Like, but I thought maybe the commentary got a little bit more coherent. But overall, I'm quite happy with the second part of this game. I'm not sure how I did with the first part, but certainly looks like it was completely losing at some point. Hi, IMZ. Good to see you indeed. So let's just look through the game. We end up losing 15 field points with, yeah, you know, 18 extra field points he has. Oh, yeah, +3 was the point difference. +3 was the point difference. That's very interesting. So some key moves here. I think starting multiple threats with the city was like super useful. Even though we lost some coin flips, at least we got the one tile that fit here. So that was really nice. Like, meepling this road was crucial, realizing that there aren't really any other ways to get good points. And we ended up having 6 points for this road. And I think a crucial moment for my opponent was this move over here. They started second city and blocked my city at the same time. But there was a more crucial move, is to go here and block these monasteries. And I ended up finishing both of these monasteries, which was just huge for my game, and equalizing this city. So that was just huge. But the only reason why they played this move, you know, that makes sense, is because earlier Gloviere got greedy and took 3 points when they should have blocked this meeple like ages ago. So that was a nice idea for them to start blocking here. And actually I got kind of lucky because I escaped with this guy. This guy got blocked, but I got some points for it. And so I'm not sure how I played with the fields, because I felt that maybe I gave up control over the fields a bit too early, but it's not like I had any other option, because I think going for this 12-point road was a good idea, right? Because it's 12 points for free, and I get a meeple back. And it was very, very hard for my opponent to defend. They did get some compensation because I spent the city cap over here. They ended up having this free piece of city over here. So that kind of wasn't ideal. And I do not think I could have afforded foregoing this, because with only 2... Yeah, because with only 2 starting tiles remaining, it would have been just way, way too risky. I needed to have the meeples. I'm not sure if you could see what I'm typing, but I'll explain later. In the meantime, feel free to send me a challenge who wants to go next. You don't get... yeah. So I'm saying that basically now, kind of, Gloviere, you know, you're offering, suggesting different ways how you could win the game. And you need... and they were having an interesting idea to kind of take this curve and block my city over here. But they need to hope for the triangle anyway to have their city big enough on the left. Actually, also, I just realized that I was not winning with any sequence. There was a sequence where I only tie. And that is if I get the starting tile. I just add 1 point to myself and that's it. If I get the crossroads, I just go over here and equalize this 6-point field and add 1 point to my road. If I get the city cap, I do what I did. And of course, with the starting tile, it will be just a tie because instead of getting 4 points, I would be able to get only 1 point. But I mean, as far as the end game goes, like that's really 66% for a win, 33% for a tile. That's about as good as it gets. Yeah, also like this idea of adding the 3 points to his field was kind of nice. But then maybe a way to go was to actually try to finish one of the monasteries and just add more monastery points. Yeah, because look at this, you go here, here. Maybe you're lucky enough you get a meeple back. And then with the meeple back, you can do some extra damage. Well, anyway, hopefully it was somewhat interesting for you. I'm gonna see. Hi, Tatlo. Edward. Okay, I'm gonna send you a challenge real quick. Okay, Fugaz, I'm playing you next. Edward was first. From Hong Kong. Also, who's so strong from Hong Kong with 572 rating? Alrighty. So, good luck. Have a good game. We get to go first. We get a fantastic tile. Okay, believe it or not, here I don't know. I don't know what's correct. This move is possible, but then there are some tiles that help my opponent split the city. This is okay, it kind of keeps the city more secure, but then my opponent can get a straight line like at start attacking. I feel like at the start of a game, this is alright. Yeah, this can happen, right? They get to attack. It doesn't happen that often. Like most of the time I do get away, of course. Now I get bailed out with a splitter. It's a good, yeah, okay, we get an opening advantage. It's just fantastic. No, I don't get to complain about that run out at all. I mean, it's not like a huge deal. I'm only 5 points ahead. Well, 11 actually. But the farmer doesn't really count. Well, so there is one, not that way, no, that way. A better move was to turn it the other way because they do not want to be adding cities to my field. It's like what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna add more cities and like drop a bunch of other farmers as well. I'm not sure. Maybe I should have done the farmer here. Honestly, like, I feel this is one of those games where I could just drop 3 farmers versus 0 and it would pay off. Maybe not now, though. It's certainly not with the tile that I have in hand. Good move, good move. And, like, I can't really drop a farmer without continuing his road. So there's complete symmetry. There's not complete symmetry. I will explain a bit later. So we should connect to a road. It's a good road. On which side? Actually, on this side, it is better to connect because they will be incentivized to finish this city first. And this means that this city will stay longer open for a longer time, which means that if they take a curve to attack my top city, then they will be leaving this guy vulnerable. So I don't know if you would be able to follow that, but basically attacking the road from this side is better. Now they should actually take 4 points here. They should not finish either of the cities. So interesting. And with this tile, I'm not sure what to do. I don't want to really continue my city. I feel like this is good. It's quite hard to block this field completely. They could attack my road, actually. That would be nice from them. So I have no incentive of connecting. I should just get out of harm's way, get a meeple back. And honestly, maybe just start thinking about a third farmer. They also have a tricky situation now. They kind of need to finish one of those cities. But as soon as they finish a city, I'm going to attack a road. Ooh. So this has to be a mistake. Because just leaving the city cap out in the open, there's so many city tiles that can just really, really harm their game. The question is, do I go here simply to preserve my points? And the answer is probably not. Like, I think I'm just better off doing something like this. Yeah, they go here. Now we need to attack one of the cities. Obviously this one. How do we do it? Do we do it like this? Or do we do it like this? So there's an advantage of doing it like this because with any of the like big triple cities we get extra 2 points. Oh yes, 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 yes. This is much better. You know why? Because if they get something like this, then they will have nowhere to score 2 points. So they'll be forced to either forego this tile completely or score 2 points over here, in which case they get blocked. So this is the better placement. But we also look at this, they're now forced to go here and kind of continue my city. So they should do that, though. They should take the 2 points. They may want to block here first. Now it's a tricky situation for me. I'm up 8 points. I will be down. It will be equal like after they complete this road. If I go here, That's kind of the standard play. There's some down. Well, the upside is that actually no. There's just the upside is too big, right? Because I get 5 points. I get another monastery spot, and I get to connect with tempo. That's really cool. And also, once I complete this spot, I get to put pressure on this square. The alternative is this, because I don't want them to finish the city and drop a farmer. But maybe if they do so, like it's not such a horrible thing, because I could just block this top farmer. Okay, I could just block this top farmer, right? It would be really nice for me to draw something like this and just preserve my 12 points at the top. But I feel like if we're going for field, we're going for fields, you know? So let's go here. Let's drop another one. Create an attacking platform for this. And just simply try to maintain a big majority. Oh yeah, the downside of this monastery placement is because it's next to a city tile, which is not really a finishable city. So I will be forced to spend something like 1 triangle maybe on simply getting my meeple back. Okay, so you're going all the way. So it's good news because actually now we have no incentive of putting anything here. I could go here, which I guess is strong. I could go here, which is also strong. You know what? I'm gonna do this just because, like, there's so many tiles that we're taking away with this. And I guess I want to put a tile here eventually. I think there's still time. We can be a bit more patient with this. Oh, a lot of views. That's really nice. Yeah, also, like, one thing, yeah, you see, that's exactly what they did, right? So now they're forced to take 2 points here, but now it's super dangerous because I can, like, take 2 points here and, like, block this thing for a long, long time. Not with this tile, though. With this tile, we can create some pressure. We can create a lot of pressure. What are they gonna do now? Yeah, exactly. See, they're protecting their road. They could actually even drop a farmer. So I was thinking of blocking here. But a 50-50 block, it's not good enough. I'd rather just take quick points. And then try use something else to complete the block. Because, like, the disaster scenarios, they draw this tile, they finish the city, and we've wasted 3 points, and we've also brought them into the field. And now they will be forced to probably go here exactly, yeah. It's tricky. Should I just go here? Like, starts fighting for this, because it's already big enough at 7 points. Though I don't think I can afford to just stay without meeples. So maybe I'm forced to make a move like this. But just without a meeple. Yeah, and if they connect with a triangle, we can attack this square, I guess. So that would be the logic. Another option is to do this, but I think this is just slightly better, even though it can backfire some of the time. So they should now connect here, I guess. And now we get this tile. It's a question of how we should place it. Please don't tell me you don't meeple the road. Don't meeple the road. Meepling the road is not a good idea. Oof, oof. Ouch, 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 ouch. That's a big mistake, my friend. Because first of all, I can just do this and really hurt your road. I'm not gonna do that. I think I can do this. It just gives me so much freedom. I could also do this, build this next to my monastery, but I think I want the flexibility. So I'm gonna go here. Put pressure on this square as well. So yeah, so far, Edward, you are playing just fine. But this is not a very good situation to give up your last meeple. Well, because the thing is, like, the way you're finishing this road is you need a tile like this. First of all, there's only 2 of those remaining, and second of all, there's a good use for this tile anyway. It's these 4 points over here. Yeah, so we'll just now keep grabbing points. Now we'll also be trying to block this square, and honestly, I could just go here, I guess. But I'd rather just continue the blocking plan. Huh. This actually could work out for him. But still, no, it just takes him such a long time. I should be taking quick points. I will be taking a lot of quick points there. And also, by the way, I still have a majority on the field. By the way, if I'm not careful enough, they will finish this big city. It's not something I want happening. Also, we still have a majority on the field, by the way. That's nice to have. Hi, Napalm Eye. Hi, P-chan. Yeah, I was going to say, I do appreciate the support, like, because, like, even during my summer hiatus, y'all kept subscribing. Good move, by the way. Let's just secure the mini battle. And then later on we can expand. They should probably go here, actually. Like, they should continue their city. Yeah. It's already, like, 11 points. I do get a straight line, which they need, and I just need to start chasing it. They can probably defend. But at least now all I need to do is just prevent disaster scenarios. What could disaster scenarios include? Them finishing a big city, them taking over the field. You know what, like, there's still plenty of chances for Edward to win the game here, so This is the penultimate straight line that I have. So that's one thing that they're getting really unfortunate. I drew 4 straight lines in a row. Ooh. Kind of really going all in. It might just work, right? Because there's a tile that goes here, there's a tile that goes here. Like, they could finish it. But I think, first of all, we need to do this. Whew. Yeah. But imagine if they drew a straight line now, by the way. They would have been torn, well, between defense and going here. What do they do? Great question. Maybe they go here, try to break my monastery. That's what I would do. It's not like there are any good options. They will be leaving an empty city cap no matter what. Ooh, but dropping that in the field, now 2 city caps. Actually, that makes sense, because if they think that they're gonna take this back and then like eventually they win the field, that would, yeah, sure, that makes sense. So in this scenario, like the equity move, the one that gives me the most point in the long run, is to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's still 5 tiles left to finish this city. It's all beautiful. But the move that wins me the game more often is to go here to prevent the disaster scenario. You know, there's still 1 tile that fit here, 1 tile that fit here. Like, they could draw these back-to-back tiles and win. So I am just going to be trying to prevent my opponent from winning. Ooh, too risky. It's not worth the extra points. Because now, do you know what's going to happen? Obviously, I drew the single tile in the deck that now ruins their game. So that's unfortunate for them. So, but it's still, it's rather risky because there's still many road ends that they can have. And with almost any road tile that I could draw can really restrict their options. When you have an open road like this, actually, you don't want to be adding curves. You want to be adding straight lines. And with curves, you want to do other stuff. For example, they could start blocking my monastery, or they could restrict the city cap, or do something spatial. So, can my viewers see the winning move over here? Obviously, you can't pause the video, and you can type stuff in the chat, but I will see it only after a minute. But do let me know if you see it now. The answer is not take the points here, not start a new city, not continue a monastery, but to go here and make sure that this square is permanently blocked, because there's no tile remaining that fits into this square anymore. So now red will need to wait for one of the straight lines and then try to get 2 more meeples on the field while scoring quick points. Surprisingly, the game is still winnable for red, but it's going to be a tall order. Is that how you say it? Tall order? Tall something. 12. But also, like, with these two blocked meeple, it's not that bad. It's 21 points that they have over here. So if we ignore the field, they have more points on the board than I do. So yeah, this game is absolutely winnable for red. Like, yellow still needs to work for this. So they eliminate an empty city cap, which makes sense. I will just be starting to score quick points. Continuing to score quick points, to be exact. Also protecting my monastery indirectly, also creating a 3-point road. Yeah, they go there. I get to score more quick points. I even draw one more straight line. Wow. I already drew 5 in a row. That's really... Wait, no, that's it. Yes. That's the last straight line. So there were 5 remaining when this position occurred. And I got this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So of course it's very unfortunate for my opponent. It only happens once every 32 games. On the other hand, if my opponent were to get the straight lines, I would get some sort of value tiles. Yeah, sorry about that, but I'm not gonna finish your road. I'm just gonna go here and keep scoring. Carl is saying the city was blocked anyway already. I don't think... No, it wasn't. Because there was one starting tile remaining, and there was one of those. And the move that I did, it's not to block the city, it's to block the road. So yeah, the city was not blocked. Oh yeah, Gloviere, thanks for explaining this in the chat. Okay, the concession here is understandable. Yeah, given the fact that I can have a meeple, I can score quick points. I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-point field. It's just would have been plus 50 in the end. So yeah, I mean, obviously quite unfortunate for red with the roads, but as you see, I think the main issue was this last meeple over here. Before that, everything that they were doing was fine. It's just not worth the risk, and even if they were to get this meeple back, which they would get if not for this move, it's simply losing too much value from city caps and all kind of other stuff that you could pick up whilst waiting to achieve your meeple. Alrighty. Hi Juan. Yeah, I'm Fugaza, would love to play. Sure. I saw your challenge already. Just gonna resend it to you again. Oh, by the way, Juan, who is the Argentinian champion? So has the championship of Argentina concluded? I want to know. Well, anyway, game number 4 of today. By the way, I wonder like why your rating is now 400, because it used to be 500 plus, and like I know that Fugaza is a really strong player because I almost chose them a move that they did in a game Argentina versus France, I think, from the World Cup. I almost chose it for the move of the week. So we know that we can expect a strong endgame from my opponent. So I start a monastery here as opposed to other places simply because I wanted to continue my road and also to control this piece of road because of course my opponent will be inclined to take this road and I just want to make sure that they add me a point. But now a nasty move for them, let's see if they find it, is to go here with their tile and meeple this 1-point piece of road. Oh, that would be so annoying for me. Let's see if they find it. They do not find it. Instead, they subject their road to be controlled by my monastery. Opening's tricky, like sometimes you just gotta know. But yeah, the move was very, very unusual that they needed to play. I could just start building stuff. Restricting the road and everything. They're starting a new city, which makes sense. I have only one move. Yeah, I need to go here. I just don't want to have anything to do with this square. Very good. They go here. Now it's interesting. So I could play this. But I think with any triangle, they can just equalize this. It's very, very interesting. I could also like do this. And grab a triangle and start and maybe try to eat this up. Maybe this look, hey, this is not that bad, no? It's just not that bad. Because if they get a triangle, they're forced to spend it here. Hey, this is a tricky situation. So, again, this is sort of like the common move. I get to go here. Then I get to try and block. Then I get to maybe like get a straight line, drop a farmer, so traditional stuff, right? This is the Pinder maneuver. Go here, grab 2 points, and then just make life a little bit difficult for them. I don't know. I really don't know. Do let me know in the chat what you would do. Oh, Poland concluded their championship. Guess who won easily? Who? You? I don't know. Like, Poland has so many strong players. There's, well, at least there are 2 former world champions. And there's like 1 new Polish master with a screen name MTU. So do let me know who won the Polish championship. Like, if you won the Polish championship, that's like really amazing. So, what do we do here? I don't know. How do we do this? Yeah, you know what? Let's just go with our gut. I think that's sort of the more standard move. Because that's the one that just gives us more stuff in the long run. It hurts this meeple the most. The problem, of course, is the immediate impact. Like, if they were to get the starting tile, they go here, they drop a farmer, it's a bit annoying. But then you can't play scared, right? And there's the city cap open that I can use. And if they take the city cap, then you know, it's much harder for them. Life's much harder for them. Okay, do this. Actually, maybe this is better. Because then if they attack my city, they get this. If they score the city cap, I get to block. Whereas if I do this, they continue the road, they attack the city cap. You know what? I'm gonna do this time. I think it's actually better. And one of the reasons is they have fewer good tiles like, with which they can do damage. So they'll do damage with which they can save themselves. The idea is if I were to take the top cap, which I can't do now because this is just way too reckless, right? No, instead I'm gonna go here. Yes. I'm gonna go here and they can't attack the city. And they cannot attack the city. Because then they would be opening up. And you see, they take the city cap. Now we have to complete the block, even though it's an expensive tile. And we're subjecting ourselves for a reblock, but we're still going to have a mini battle. And we're also setting up a platform to attack their city. So this move is a no-brainer. In the meantime, they're getting points. Now I have another question. Should we go here and save our meeple for sure? Or should we go here and prevent them from getting 8 easy points? And I think the answer is this. Because they're not getting this block very often anyway. Man, this game is really like getting complex in terms of the prioritization. Although at least so far, putting some extra pressure on this square. I like it. But now we get a fantastic tile. We get 2 monasteries next to each other. We get to control the city and, well, they do get the block, but it comes at a price. First of all, I have the bigger city here. And I can still grow it. It's more points than this city. They sacrifice a valuable tile. I ended up preventing them from scoring 8 easy points, which was super important. And they absolutely have to block, because if they don't, I mean, it's just so detrimental for their game. Yeah, exactly. They do block, but then we can kind of continue this city and maybe put some pressure and stuff. It's already 6 points. It's going to be more. Now, what do? This, to shield their off, is bad because they can re-attack from the top. This is bad because we can get blocked. This is bad. This is good. The question is, do we do this with a farmer or not? No farmer just yet, because this field is fairly small. They will try to block me. They should try to block me. And it's not like I can do much other than just endure. I guess I could go here, though. But I also want to go here. And kind of like put pressure on this square. You know what? I'm going to do this. Okay, that hurts. But that hurts them too. So all is well. All is well. So now there will be only one tile left that fits here. Which is why, do we just make this move? And if we do we place a meeple? Or do we ignore it and go here, pre-building this huge road? Decisions, not easy at all. I kind of like this move best, I guess. Because I'm okay with one of the monasteries getting blocked, because like I want to block this square anyway. But if we do this, can we even meeple this? Like, how bad is it? Because I could lose 3 meeples there, but man, it's so lucrative. Okay, I'm gonna keep it simple. I am gonna go here and pre-build the big road. I'm gonna let them do the 50-50 block. And I'm going to meeple another monastery. Ooh, Okay. They're now going for more blocking. Interesting. So I think I should do this. And do I maybe just meeple this road straight away? Or do I just stay put? Six straight lines, some curves. Now this definitely goes here, right? The question is... Yeah, I can't let him meeple this. I have to take this. I have to take this. It's just too good. Also, I'm very fortunate to win the coin flip super early. I don't get the 4 points, but it's completely fine. It's just because it's just so good. Now in the last game, my opponent needed one of 5 straight lines and got 0. I need one of 6 straight lines. Let's see if I get some of them. Okay. Huh. Now, they are attacking me, which is bad. And I have a tile with which I cannot do much, which is also not that great. I guess here is where we can go. The idea being that whoever takes the city cap restricts the square. Oh, so Scooty won, yeah. Who is one of the 2 previous world championships. Okay, so I'm not getting an easy time at the Worlds apparently. Probably, I mean, I've only played like some 6 games with him, but I found his Carcassonne really the trickiest to deal with in compared to almost anybody with whom I play. But green here makes a mistake. They shouldn't be meepling this. They should be just, yeah, they should be doing any other city cap because they're restricting their own options. Obviously, I'm super fortunate to draw this this curve early, and yeah, now we'll be chilling. Not the curve, but the straight line. They, of course, take the quick points. I could take the quick points here, but getting 2 meeples back is so much more important. Also, there are already very few options that fit there. They should probably restrict my road. That would work well, I think. That's what I would do. They could drop a farmer, which is also legit. Then I'm gonna have another tricky decision. Like if we go here, do we go here? The answer is probably yes. Or do we do something like this? Yeah, like that stuff was really like high risk, high reward because I put my last meeple, but look at what we got. We got like from this monastery, we'll be getting 6 points for the road, 9 for the monastery, 4 for the city. That's 19 points from 9 tiles. Ooh, interesting. Not sure if it's correct though. Because it's helping my monastery. I don't know. So I could do this and just continue my city. But I think I'd rather do this. Yeah, very timely, right? Because if they connect, then I immediately have a reconnect. Yeah, because the only tile that could really hurt me is oh no, they can still hurt me. I mean, they don't know what I have in hand, but they could do something like this and try to finish this city, kind of shielding this meeple, shouldering this meeple away. But yeah, the thing that can hurt me is a divider that goes here. Then they maybe drop a farmer, but they didn't get a divider. And I think for them, they kind of have to go here and then hope that they get a triangle plus a divider. Because otherwise, I just can't really see. Ah. So they want a divider for the small city. Okay. What should we do? I guess start a new city, right? Let's go here. That's the one that makes the most sense to us. They should be finishing their city. I don't think they have like a reasonable chance here. Okay, what else we could do? We could go here. Planning something nasty. If we get a triangle, we go here and like restrict their city. But I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's good. Shall we just drop the last meeple on the farm? Because I have 2 ways how we can get a meeple back. We need this farm anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do this. They should probably attack my road just to not give me easy meeples back. Oh, they're attacking the farm straight away, which makes sense. I think I should continue my city. I don't think I should do this because they have meeples. They can hurt me. They can like take over the big city or something. I should be very patient. Basically, if I get a triangle, I put it here. If they get the splitter and drop a farmer, then I try to build the big city. So I'd rather just go here. Oh, also I could do this actually, but I shouldn't. I should just prevent them from getting a splitter first. By the way, by continuing this city, I know I'm making my road more vulnerable, but I'm okay with that. Because the only way the only way it makes my road more vulnerable if they add more points to my ruin. I have no idea what they should do. Knowing the tile that I have in hand, maybe starting to attack this. But there's still a sufficient number of tiles to get my meeple back. Maybe knowing that I don't have meeples in hand currently, they could just prolong the road, drop a city cap, add some variance into the game. You know, maybe they draw a road dent, they get 6 points. They draw a city cap, they draw 4 points, a field connection platform. They could go here, kind of continuing the city indirectly. That's a decent move. And then creating a platform to attack my city. Or going here. So a variety of options, really complicated decisions. They block, but I think they block from the wrong side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's the correct side, actually. Well done. Because there were only 2 tiles. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть, семь. No, there were 3 tiles remaining that give me meeple back. As opposed to if they go the other way, there would be 5 tiles. Well, anyway, I get one of the 3 tiles, so we'll take it. Should they farm? I don't know. Probably not. So we are up by a healthy margin. We're up +7. +6 in the mini battle, that's like +13, +14 because of this, and +7, +21, +22 for a price of a meeple. And this is probably going to come back. So what we should do, we should prevent our opponent from coming back in the game, and the way they come back in the game, they score quick points, they get meeples back. I see something interesting. I see that there are 2 crossroads remaining, 1 road monastery remaining, and 2 of these guys remaining. So lots of road ends, and the only correct move here is to meeple a 5-point road, because we can easily get a meeple back for that. Hi, Helga. Oh yeah, like about UI Scooty's game. He very often makes moves which are like, I don't fully understand, or I would play differently. Okay, so what do we do here? One option is to continue our city. Makes sense. One option is to just go here. Prevent the disaster scenario, I guess, when they take over the city and like win a very big ruin. Yeah, I guess that one makes sense. So they take 2 points. I can't really do much except blocking a city cap. I don't think I want to continue this city. because there's still, I guess, like some way how they could connect here, then attack this. So I'm just gonna block a city cap to prevent my opponent from getting easy quick points. Actually makes sense. Good move, pre-building a road. But really not much they could do with this curve. Also, that was the last curve, I think. Just doing some tile tracking. Here, very interesting situation. So, which meeple should we free up? Should we free up the city cap or should we free up the road? Normally, you'd count up the tiles remaining for each, and you would free up the one which is the more restricted meeple. But here, the answer is pretty obvious. You have to free up the city cap, because by freeing this road, you don't really want to leave the city cap open. Also, now that I'm thinking about this, there aren't that many city caps remaining anyway. There are no daggers. There are some splitters, though. There are actually quite a lot of city caps. But anyway, get a meeple back. So, they get an extra point. There's something very tempted I want to do, and you know what I want to do. I want to go here and drop a farmer. The only problem with that move is that they're gonna have one tile only, but one whole tile with which they can finish this city. So like, unless if I weren't winning by a lot, I would have done it. No triangles, brother. That was the last triangle. So we get a splitter. If we go here, that's immediate 6 points. Wait a second. If I go here, that's immediate 6 points. If they go there, that's immediate. Also 6 points. You know what? No. Let's just not do that, right? But also the problem is, like, what else do we do? Because if we don't do this, we have to drop the city cap somewhere. Yeah, we just have to drop the city cap somewhere, which I hate doing. Oh, wait a second. I can get a meeple back here. Is it okay if I just like if I just claim a 6-point field? Is that stupid? I don't think it is, because like, what else are we gonna do? I don't know. All right, let's do like, the safe move, I guess. But I mean, everything wins here. Doesn't matter. Because I have 3 tiles that give me a meeple back, and I have a 4th one in case of emergency. I think there's 1 vanilla remaining. Oh, multiple vanillas. Do we go here for the sake of blocking? No. We go here for the sake of defending our road. There are reasons. There are also reasons why I dropped this meeple like this is to prevent reconnections platforms to the field. If they try... Actually, they could... Check this out. It's like a really decent idea. Imagine they drop a farmer like this. If I draw a monastery, I know. If I draw something like the other tile that is like this, I cannot block, and then they can take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 7-point road and connect to the field. So these are the kind of like high scoring moves that they should be looking for. But again, like with this tile, it's a fantastic tile. Not many places to put. Good, good, good. And a meeple, yeah, very good, very good. And honestly, what do we do? Do we just go here? No, because it's not really helping. We just do this. And it's very important because if I get a meeple back, I will immediately have some blocking opportunities. Yep, they should go there. Well done. And drop a farmer. That's an excellent idea. I should probably just let him have the field. Because, I mean, I'm thinking of like going here, dropping a farmer. But then he could just loop around with a... no vanillas. Actually, it's not possible to loop around. Because there's one monastery. Yeah, no, he could get like a monastery in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's only one straight road remaining, huh? And maybe that's the correct move, just to drop the guy here. Okay, let's try to play precisely for once. Okay, so what do we have? We have a 1, 2, 3. Huh. 1, 2. So the tiles are 2 Doritos with a road, one road finisher. I mean, 1 triple city with a road, 1 city cap with a crossroads, and 1 monastery. These are the 6 tiles remaining. And with these tiles, if we go here, it's make sure to it's just equalizes the field, right? There's nothing. There's just nothing. All right, technically this is the correct move. Yeah. Fine. They should now go here. Yep, pre-building this road. And then hoping to grab points for it. And with the monastery, I'm not able to block. I'm only able to take 3 points by equalizing the farms. I do not need to worry about reconnect because the remaining tiles, they just don't. Wait, maybe I do need to worry about them. Okay, again, the remaining tiles are triangle with a road, road finisher. Okay, I think this is correct because like either he reconnects to the field. Yeah, he should try to do this. But if he reconnects to the field, I get 3 extra points from here, and then he cannot take this road. So I allow my opponents 2 different ways of scoring 12 points. Yeah, exactly. This is what they should do. But then, like, I get extra stuff. Oh, I even win the coin flip. That's fantastic. I even win the coin flip. Not that it was necessary at all. Okay, finally. This is the first, like, finally I managed to solve an endgame with the new artwork. It's the first one. Of course, the difference is I wasn't sure of the point counts because the difference was pretty big. Yeah, I felt like here the toss were pretty balanced. I had a couple of huge draws. I got my meeples out of precarious situations, but then what happens to just this high risk, high reward stuff? 1, 2, 3, 4, just such a long road. Monastery. It's very hard to play against monasteries. I ended up winning like by 40 points, which would have been 30 if my opponents managed to successfully connect to the field. So yeah. Well, good game. Very nice effort in many situations. I don't think there's much that green could have done over here. Actually, no, there is something that green could have done over here. And I think the main move was this one, which kind of sorted my position out. It put their road under control of my monastery. As a result, it was in a bit of a precarious situation, and they ended up losing this meeple over here. They ended up continuing my road nicely. I got this monastery, so they also ended up with the city in an awkward position. So actually, the issue was, I think the one and main mistake for my opponent that we've seen is just the opening stuff. Let me just show you. I mean, I think we could do one more game today. So if somebody wants to play, just feel free to tell me a challenge. But I wanna just show you the preview of like the first couple of moves. I should have opened it from my opponent's perspective. Yeah, no, okay. So this. Actually, no. Never mind. We should go back, and we should look at this from green's perspective here. Okay. Alexey does this. They score points. I get the monastery to control the road. And the move that I was suggesting was, well, obviously they can't go here, right? Because it just helps my monastery. The move that I was suggesting is this, with the meeple over here. And then it's like it puts pressure on my road. If I don't get a road tile, they could get something like a city tile with a road, and or they could get a straight line, or they could get a curve and connect to my road. And if I get a curve, I have a dilemma. I'm forced to go here, and then they already have the connection ready. And the problem is, like, it's not the easiest move to find, but because it's the opening and the position is very tight, any other move that they play either just dumps the tile completely, or I guess this is okay-ish, sort of, right? Because they're just sort of putting pressure on this square, but not really. But everything else helps me. Like this, they're starting a loop, but they're sorting out my road very nicely, and they are starting a loop next to my monastery, so my monastery control their road, and then everything else kind of stemmed from that. So it's very interesting how a lot of things come down to the first move. Alrighty, was that 4 games? Was that 5 games? I'm not sure, but if somebody wants to do one more, I'm down. Yeah, exactly, Juan. You said you didn't know how to play that T, so hopefully that helps. It's not the easiest placement, really. But I've said recently, like a lot, lately, I've started putting meeples on 1 point road much more often. It is paying off indeed. Probably a good way to wrap up. So, like, unless some... Oh, wait. Okay, we can't say no, of course. So, yeah, I see your challenge, Pichan. I'm really in the mood for another one. And honestly, if I were to stop the stream, I would have probably just played some more. Like, I'm really in the mood for Carcassonne today. Like, I also feel like I've learned quite a few things about Carcassonne in the summer. I will be sharing more details in the upcoming months. Maybe a bit more after the World Championship, because I'm a bit focused on preparation right now. Okay. So, Pichan, green scores 4 points. And this is actually... I'm not sure what's correct here. Let's see. Is it completely symmetrical? I don't think it is. Oh yeah, this is better. Because it doesn't give back loops. This is better. And then we do this. Starting a new city. Quite a straightforward move. They should connect to my road. And then try to create an 8-point loop with the majority of 2 meeples. It's surprisingly annoying to deal with. But they don't. And that makes me happy. There's a problem though. So I'm not going to do this because it's a bad move. It makes my city meeple more vulnerable. It creates a 7-point monastery spot. I kind of want to do this, but then the problem is if they draw a curve, they reconnect. So that's bad. I'm gonna still do this. Because why not? Because maybe one of those days I draw a curve. Ouch. Well, at least I forced them to waste a splitter, so that's something. We have to thwart the development of their city cap. It's always the play here. They will be trying to block my meeples, but they will not succeed often enough. Here, we do need to continue this road. We can't really start a new one. We're just going to be quite fortunate in drawing the first monastery of the game. But like, but what else do I do with this? And since my city is already broken, there's kind of like no need to be too protective. They're starting this. We always go here. It's not a choice. They could try to block my monastery. That'll be entertaining for them. I don't think it's correct. They just don't succeed often enough. But, no, you know what? Maybe that would be quite annoying, actually. That would be quite annoying. Yeah, because if they try, well, go here, like point the city to my monastery side, there isn't really like a single tile that I could get that can get me out of this. Well, one is if I get like a straight line. Okay, so this is actually perfect because then this is really, really secure. And I can just start a new city. They will probably... Ooh! I don't know about that. I don't know if that's a good move. I mean, it's not bad. So here's the question. Actually, no. In the long run, it's not a good move. Like, I just get a curve and get out. But I am faced with a decision now, because I was planning to continue building this city. But then there are some tiles that just ruin the game for me. So I think I am going to play prophylaxis and go here. We can't do this because there's still tile that ruined me the game. Yeah, let's just do this. I know it's like playing scared a little bit. Because like now they will be attacking. Oh, they're not attacking my other meeple. That's very nice. Yeah, okay, let's just get a meeple back. Now they should not be taking 2 points here. They should go here and meeple this road. And that will be quite annoying for me. Because they're only 4... Oh, you have to meeple this road. You cannot give it back to me. Like, it's just very easy quick points for me. Another very interesting situation, right? Wait. Let's just make it full screen. Ah, what's happening? Yeah, all good. They could actually... Oh, they do this, huh? Very interesting. So I have a couple of options. I could go here and sort of have a tiny winning mini battle. But I think I could go here. I could take 2 points, but I think the better move is to go here. And it's not for the sake of just attacking the city. It's also pre-finishing my road, which I will complete through a starting toss. So I think I'm going to do this without a meeple for now. They will be taking the 4 points, which they should have before, and now I'm going to pre-finish my road and sort of get out of that situation. Plus, there's still pressure on this square that I have, so that's nice. They could go here, I guess. Oh, they could start a new city and attack my road. That would be nasty from them. That would be really nasty. The question is, do I want to defend it like this? It's 50-50. I don't want to do that, actually. I really don't want to. I don't like relying on 50-50s at all. So I think I'm going to do this and saying, you know what? You can have those meeples. I'm just going to try and complete one of those features. All right, somebody's already sharing a game. That's very nice. Okay, so you're about to finish a city. I cannot let that happen. It's an obvious move. I know you can re-attack. Yeah, I'm losing a meeples, but it's fine. It's not fine. I don't like this, but now we're making sure that you cannot re-attack. But the idea is, like, I can afford to lose 2 meeples because I have a boatload of points here, and whilst my opponent was busy blocking this, they will now, of course, go here, try to finish the city. I will be able to cover the other city. So that's kind of the principle of just spreading, instead of trying to protect your meeples, just make sure that at least some of them survive. And it ends up being worth it overall. Oh, I don't have meeples. Oh, that's too bad. But I guess I still have to go here, no? Because I can't go here because I don't want to give him a easy 3 points. And I need to go here to start attacking this. Okay, we'll take the city. Big deal for us, big deal. Six curves remaining, so I will be getting this back. There's a 9-point field here that my opponent is more likely to take than I am. Actually, probably when I get a... Yeah, that's good. When I get a curve, I should be lying down here. Now another interesting question. So, do I go here? I don't want to give him like an easy 8-point city. But I also don't want to be without meeples for too long a time. Now it's interesting. So now maybe I can block instead of attacking. Also, wait, am I even leading, right? I'm at +6, which is nice. Monastery, 2 monasteries equals road, roughly. I'm at like +12, but I'm down about a bunch of meeples in the long term. So if we do something like this, there's only 1 tile remaining with which you can finish the meeple immediately, but there's also 2 of these guys, and then he can score here. If we go here, then there's like very few tiles with which you can get a meeple back. Well, there's still the curves. And there's the city, but it's a shared thing, so it's not like it's. I don't know what's best. I don't know. I think this is better. It's kind of like safer in the long run, and I can, you know, build around, get myself a winning mini battle. Yeah, I don't think I like blocking in that situation. I would block if I were behind, but I don't think I am. Well, they do have a 9-point field, effectively. But it doesn't have a lot of potential. And I will be able to like meeple a 6-point field at the end of the game if I want. So I'm not sure exactly what they gonna do. Maybe a good move for them is just to drop a city cap. Just, you know, use the fact that I don't have meeples for a while. Or they could go here and pre-build the 5-point road, and they know that I'm not going to break that 5-point road because I have a curve which I need over here. And also it puts a city cap which is still technically, yeah, great, they found the move. That's very strong from them. I don't like it. I don't like when my opponent makes strong moves. Look at that road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9-point road. That's just... It's very satisfying to have built. I have to say that. Now, what do we do? Could drop a farmer to equalize. Can we block something here? Not really. I think... Let's just go cleaning off city caps. But then the question is, do we get our meeple blocked? And the answer is no, not really often. Not very often. There's some scenarios how we'd actually get... How we can steal this city, or how they could steal this city. So if we go here, they can attack with tempo. Yeah, let's just go here. Exactly, they take the 5 points, always. They would have finished this city, by the way. And now, if I get a city cap, then I drop a farmer. So what should we do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's still loads of curves remaining, so we can't really go here, can't really go here. So I think we just need to go here and at least start some sort of block. Ah, that's too bad, because they... Maybe I should have considered spending my last meeple, actually. I forgot about that. I forgot about that option. Because now I can't drop a farmer anymore. But, I need to do this, but should I place some meeple? And I kind of feel that the answer is yes. They could block me, but none of these blocks will be 100%. And I really, like, they have only one meeple. I really don't want to give them options. And there's still 3 vanilla city caps. So I'm gonna do this. Yeah, you see, like, what are they gonna do? I guess they're gonna, oh, they're gonna continue the monastery and drop a city cap in their field. Something like this. I have to say, oh, that one, that also makes sense. That's brilliant, actually. That's really strong. Although I'm not sure. Maybe the other one was better because they have more city caps in their field, and then this one they can finish with a triangle. I guess they were worried about blocks, which is understandable. Alrighty, so like that move, the sequence of them, look at this, was super strong. They got 5 points for the road, and they got to expand what they know is their field in the long term. Now the question is, do we drop a farmer here? Yes, the answer is yes. Because it's an unblockable connection. Okay. So it's an unblockable connection. And in case, in the unlikely event it gets blocked, I get to go here from the other side. So I will force my opponent to invest at least another meeple into this farm. Now, interesting choices. I could go here. I kind of worry that somebody, that's one way for him to get back into this game. 5. I kind of also want to do this. I really want to do this, actually. It's so many points. And then I can try block it off completely. But not yet. I have something more sinister. Because if we go here, it's a 50% block. At the very least, it's a delay. I don't think it's worth spending a meeple. But you see, there's only one tile that fits here. And even if he gets that tile, it's most probably going to happen after a long time. And at least there's going to be like several curves which he will not be able to place. That's my hope. I think that works. Ooh. That's some risk. I respect that. But you know, like, if you're gonna risk like this, maybe just go for the other city. So, I mean, we should obviously start blocking, I think. Or I could go here and create another city. And if he finishes that city, I finish the other city for boatloads of points. Also create a blocking platform here. Oh, that's also so enticing. I could even just go ahead and meeple it. I guess I could also do this, which is like almost a complete block. Like it's a Sophie's Choice block. But then it gives him an opportunity to get meeples back here. It's a shared meeple though. It's not like I care about that much. This is so enticing to do. But you know what? I think because we're ahead... Well, first of all, we're not ahead by much. Because it has 2 monasteries. If this field is shared, we're ahead by like 9 points. No, let's just do this. I mean, it's... Yeah, it's just important to try. I haven't connected to the field yet. I should do so at some point. So it is a 50-50 block. I could kind of like wait to see if I get the tile, and if I don't get the tile, then I go for connecting. Or I could just like go here right now. But I think the most important part is just to make sure that he never gets his meeple back. Because he's still the triple city, like he could build it up. And now he's not getting this meeple back. Oh, and I want the coin flip for this tile. That's nice. So what should we do? Maybe actually this is correct. Yeah, maybe this is better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because then this is just make sure that he doesn't get meeples back. One, two, three. Or at least it makes it much harder for him to get meeples back. Yeah, I just think that's the move. Okay, so he does win the coin flip for this tile. So now, after I know though that I can't get through here, now I'm going to be trying to get through the other side. And of course, there's this move as well that I'm going to make eventually. So, how many curves? I think 2 curves remaining. Yes, 2 curves remaining. So memory's still working. No monasteries. No triangles. No splitters. 1 vanilla. So if we place the triangle like... So if we place it like this, then there's 3 tiles that go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No straight roads. So nothing else would make sense. They should now connect here, hoping for the last vanilla city cap. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that they can get at least a shared meeple back. Oh, I forgot about this one. Okay, cool. So instead they deny me some quick points. I think, oh, check this out. It's time to jump over here. And I can connect through a vanilla. And also just because it's like it's 6 points. Also, as you see, I'm not doing necessarily precise tile counting. Yeah, they're doing this, which makes perfect sense. I think I'm just gonna go here to make sure that they do not get a shared meeple back. They should go here to deny me an entry through a vanilla. If the vanilla is still there, but I think it is still there. Yeah, they're trying to block this. Well, I guess they should complete the connection. There isn't like that much that we can do. So if I counted correctly, the final tile should be a vanilla. Which it is. Okay, so I wasn't wrong. So actually, I had an option to take over the field completely, which is pretty nice. I don't know. Overall, I was like, overall, I have to say I'm quite happy about this one. I feel like I made some tough choices, and I was particularly happy about this move that just sorted out my position so nicely. Like it pre-completed my road, and it put pressure on this city, and as a result, they felt compelled that they needed to continue it like this, and I had the chance to attack it. Also, I equalized this city, even had like a +1 point mini battle. Yeah, and overall that went quite well for me, and we managed to play against monasteries, which was pretty nice. Oh, by the way, you're rated 570. That's so cool. That's like the highest I've seen, so congrats on that. But yeah, look at this. Look at how many monasteries they had. And we managed to deal with them. Well, obviously, we got fortunate that they didn't get the tile for this, but they needed the same tile here anyway. One move that you played really well was like this idea to have the 5 point road and expansion of the field. That was like very, very nice and quite hard to see. But overall, I think this game is a definitely good demonstration that blocking, having your meeples blocked, is not of the end of the world. Like, look at these two road meeples, 2 points and 3 points, down two meeples. That should be like horrible, but whilst my opponent was busy blocking, my other stuff was free. So for example, with this tile it wanted to block those meeples, it was the correct move at the time. This guy had time to continue a 14-point city. 14 is a lot of points when you get a meeple back. And again, this road plus this monastery roll. Obviously this monastery was a bit fortunate that I was the first one to draw it. But yeah, that ended up working out, and +15 for me in the end, which also was not necessary, I think, because the field is 15 points. So had I not connected, it would have been +12 for me. Alrighty. So we did our usual like 2.5 hours and 5 games, I think. Was it 6 games? Maybe 5. If somebody wants to play, I'm still down, to be honest. Like, I don't care for how long it lasts. I mean, y'all are still watching, so you know what? Okay, Vika's up for a game for sure. So if you have premium, send me the invite. If not, I'll do so shortly. But I do feel that I now could use a hot beverage. Oh, 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 oh. Because I've been talking for just so long. Yeah, I need to adjust the camera a little bit. And I'll be back in like 1 minute. And this time I also remembered to turn the sound back on. This was not always the case. So, okay, I'm not gonna try to pronounce your screen name, Vika. I'm just gonna copy it. Okay, it works. Alrighty, is that game 6 or game 7 of the evening? We're already way past the record, which I think was 5. And normally we do 4. Alrighty, let's go. Good luck. So, red here. Vika gets the first monastery of the game, so that's nice for her. I get the first city, roughly even. And already a tricky decision for red. Yeah, you should probably put this like somewhere next to your monasteries. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And already a field. I'd say that's a bit premature. I say like meepling one of the city caps is just better. So what I'm gonna do, I am gonna meeple one of the city caps. And you see what happens now? I guess you're forced to attack my city, because if you don't, I just win. And then suddenly there's only one city, which could turn into a big ruin. Also, I think it's a mistake for sure, because you got Yeah, I don't think you can like give me a meeple back that easily, because basically this city is less valuable than this city because they're both worth 2 points, but yours is 2 tiles away from completion. Actually 3 tiles, because you need 3 triangles, but mine is only 1 tile away from completion. Which one do I want to finish? I maybe want to finish this, but I don't like leaving this spot for a huge monastery. So I'd rather go here and then finish this with a different tile. But you shouldn't let me, you should go here. And then suddenly red is doing quite alright. So I'm gonna meeple this road too. And this field is gonna be worth fighting for, actually. That's interesting. You should probably go here, I guess. That's also fine. That's decent, yeah. And I'm gonna go here just to build city on what is not your field. Good move. Okay, now I need to focus because you're making too many good moves. What should we do? This is bad. This with a farmer is good. The reason I'm dropping a farmer is because it's probably going to be 9 points when you finish this city. And well, if you don't finish your city, then my position is good enough in any case. Interesting situation. So I could do this just to get a meeple back immediately. It's really like, looks like really lucrative. On the other hand, I'm also helping you. I'm making this guy more vulnerable. But I'm gonna do this. I think it's good. I think it's a good move. I had an alternative here. Because you see, like, do you want to tempt fate? Do you want to go here? Actually, knowing what I have in hand, you do, but you know what I have in, you don't know what I have in hand. I guess you could go here, like, defend. I was also thinking of simply finishing this city, but it's not that enticing. I like to have one of them open for a triangle and one of them for a city cap. So there was some ideas here. Yeah, exactly, because you took 2 points, but I think this was a mistake by red, so it's a good idea that you didn't finish this road because it's too dangerous. But you should have taken 2 points here, bothering my city and bothering my other city. So what we're gonna do? I could do this, but I'm not, and it's bad. I could do this actually. I think it's quite annoying. But then you could get something like this and sort out your position. I could also do something like this actually. But I don't think I will. I think I'd rather wait until you put something there. So let me just try go here first. Maybe I can get away with a city. Yeah, you see, I think you should have gone there. Although, no, it's actually pretty dangerous, so... But I think you still needed to prevent me from finishing my city. It's just, it's too good. It's too good, these 8 points. Okay, now you get to continue this, and suddenly I'm in a bit of a pickle. I am up 21 points on the scoreboard, but it ain't me no nothing. Ah, okay, this one. Actually, it's not bad. It's decent. I could start blocking, but I think what I like doing is oh wait, I should have considered blocking actually. Yeah, but yeah, I did this, but what I really meant to do is to go here. Maybe that was a good idea. No, that wasn't a good idea because like there's 3 tiles that fit here. What am I talking about? That would have been a perfect example of when not to block. Also, I'm not concerned about the safety of the city too much because if this gets blocked, there's still 3 tiles. Yeah, that's a good move, unfortunately. So I need something to attack this soon. So I do get a tile to attack this, which is nice, but will I get the defense? So now actually, yeah, okay, it's probably the best move, but something that red could have considered is placing this tile over here, kind of covering the city up. So now I have to go for this. It's not a choice. There's a downside that it's possible to reattack. So for example, reds can go over here and meeple this city cap and try to eat the whole thing up, or red could go over here, take 2 points, point the city cap upwards. Wow, that's really nice find by red. I have to take 3 quick points at the same time harassing this city, and all I hope is just this city doesn't get eaten up. But I still had to try going there, you know. And if I were red, you know what I would do? I would not finish the city. I would go over here and put a meeple like this and really try to eat up. Because like while I was scoring quick points, you were building one big city, and if you complete it, then the game is just even. But if I complete my objective and you don't complete yours, then it's, well, then just yellow wins. Another alternative move is just to, I guess, finish the city, but then what's the point of going here if you're going to do this? Also, going here is fine. Ah, you're starting a new one. Okay. It makes sense because you're also harassing this guy. But I'm gonna start harassing this guy. it's a very tricky situation for red. Like what should they do? Just finish the top city? Start attacking me? It's really not obvious at all. So she does finish the city. And I could, I guess, finish my city as well. But this is the move I'm considering. Simply to put more pressure. I guess I can afford to lose a couple of meeples, can I? It's better than losing it. Okay, let's do it for the content. Basically, the reason why I'm doing this is, first of all, for red to like spend effort, and also because if I do this, then red can't do this. And now we're in a good position because we have 3 tiles that fit there. Something that's really nice to have. This square could be blocked, but that's okay, because like I was just trying to avoid the disaster scenario in which red eats up this city with 2 meeples. Well, anyway, I'm also quite fortunate to get this immediately back, and yeah, it's not looking good for red. Because now I also get this, and then this probably means that I'm soon gonna get this. I could actually like oh, that's crazy. I could actually end up winning this city for good. That's so ridiculous. Tricky choice for red. Probably given that red's behind, I would just meeple a 6-point monastery. Yeah, with the last meeple, but you know, they can get a meeple back easily here, any of the city caps, any road end. And also, like, if the dream tile for red is something like this, because then they get to go over here and then try to block off these 2 guys eventually. Yeah, that could work well. Ah, creating... Actually, that's decent, you know, trying to block. Oh, can I just be more nasty? Can I go here? Because I have loads of meeples. It's something that I do not say very often if you've been watching my channel at all. Yeah, it's actually really annoying, I think, if I do this. But you know what? No. Let's just play normally. Get some meeples back, and ah, wait, red can go here now and try to threaten the block like this. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, it's probably the best move, because also the problem is no, not that one. I think red is much better off blocking them reconnecting. Okay, so I'm just gonna go here to simply neutralize one of red's meeples. Just as I was about to block this monastery. Okay, that's very nice. And she managed to find this. I get more meeples to work with. How many meeples can I have? Oh, maybe I can get to do... No, it's bad. Come on. Maybe I get to do this? Yeah, well, let's do this. Ah, closing it off. That's interesting. Well, I guess I should go here, because I'm just getting extra points from it. I could also go here. That would be quite annoying. No, I think this is better. Just like, you know, take the points and be happy about it. Now, I could take 4 points, or is it better if I just block? No, because there's still tiles that go there. So just picking up the points is just better. Ooh, well, surely I have to attack now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's enough of those. Where do I have all these meeples from? Okay, now you get a meeple back. There's 9-point field at the top. But first of all, I'm going to try and gobble up this guy. You need to probably try attacking. Guess at some point I should drop a farmer or something. There's a 9-point field here, 9-point field here, potential peel here. Good block. There's still... Oh, there's no starting tile. Yeah, actually, there's nothing. Well, there are tiles that fit here, but none of them are city caps. Well, anyway, I guess let's just take the 9 points. So is this game winnable for red? We're gonna need to think. It's actually possible. So you're down 30. Yeah, it's gonna be really hard. Because you're down 22 points overall. Well, there is one win path. Is like if you get a meeple back soon enough, then you pre-build a monastery spot. You drop a farmer, get a 9-point monastery with the second one. Something like this. But of course, I am going to just try prevent you from getting meeples back. Speaking of meeples, place one on the like button if you're still watching. So what should red do with this curve? On one hand, like maybe you want to go here to defend, but it's not necessarily a defense. I guess you need to be hoping to grab one of these bad boys. Yeah, I mean, good. What can I say? I can't really defend. I could. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This road looks enticing, but no. Instead... Oh, wait, there's a... Huh. Well, I think I'm gonna go here. Just to prevent you from getting a meeple back immediately. Then you should probably block. Though you might be thinking of connecting, but I don't think you should, because you need the triangle with the road here to eventually get your road back. So probably you're better off just blocking this, pointing the city cap down. That also makes sense. That actually also makes sense. So I'm gonna save this city. Just hoping for some more stuff. You could pre-finish this road, but then it gets blocked. But of course you can't know that. So maybe it's still worth a try. Okay, 3 points also make perfect sense. By the way, there's also nothing that fits into this square as well, so I got a lot of those guys. Okay, now I'm just gonna pre-block. Well, it's not real block, but sort of kind of block your road. The idea is that if you get the last crossroads, it doesn't fit here anymore. So the only way you can finish the road now is if you grab this tile, so the triangle with the road, and then you have the monastery with the road. But then that would bring my meeple into the big field, which is not necessarily what red wants. Yep, that makes sense. Not even sure what to do. Okay, fine, it's time. Let's grab some fields. With the idea of eating up the big field, of course. Maybe I should have waited for longer, but it's not like there's much else to do. I guess I could wait for some quick points with roads, but I should be assuming that I'm not gonna get any of those tiles, and I just wanted to drop the farmer somewhere where it would have made sense for my opponent to drop a farmer at some point in the game. But of course, it's easy to play when you're ahead by a bunch of points. Yeah, I mean, I think you could be like a bit more patient with the farmers here. Let's see, are there any vanillas? I see one vanilla, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the 5th vanilla? So it's still there, so there is no point in blocking. Yeah, let's just do this. So you do get the vanilla. Well, I guess it makes sense. You do score like a giant number of points. It was very important not to block there, but just wait. And then after they connected, let's say if we were to draw the vanilla before red draws anything else, then we block. Actually, there was a really nice find for a reconnect. Although there probably was a better one. Like red, I think they should have dropped their farmer over here, just so that they preserve the chance of themselves connecting to the big field for 9 points and leaving us with 6 points. It's a small gain, but still a move worth making. Yeah, and there's just not much that you can do, and I even get this. Also, not much that you can do here. Well, I win the coin flip for the final 1 point. If I'm not mistaken, the one remaining tile should be this triple city with a road. Let's see if I was right or not. It is indeed the triple city with a road. Yeah, so that went quite one-sided. I think I really got a lot of quick point tiles. I certainly got quite fortunate with me freeing up those maples earlier. And I think red managed to, like, first of all, start a really good idea of taking over this city, but you needed to follow up on this more aggressively. Like, that thing that I did with the city cap is something that you probably should have done. So this pattern of the multiple attack. So imagine like you had a meeple over here, and then if you were to have a meeple over here, this means that like I just have no place to re-attack, and the worst that I can hope, the best that I can hope for is block. But at the same time, the many tiles remaining. So actually you might end up with a 3 versus 1 majority, but then you make sure that you actually have the city and you can threaten to finish it. So probably that was the move for you. And after I did this, yeah, then indeed finishing the city makes sense. But of course, this leaves me the opportunity to just try eat this up. You found a really good way to equalize this, but with quick points, it was just like so far ahead that it was hard to do anything. About quick points, by the way, I think there was one thing is this city should not really have existed, because like when your opponent is about to finish an 8-point city, yeah, you just don't let them do that. If you have any city tile in hand, I know it fits very nicely next to your monastery, but there are other tiles that can go here, so you can just wait. Actually, maybe you're even better off putting like a regular triangle there, so you can just wait for a regular triangle. It's very, very hard to attack that monastery, so this tile should have gone here just to prevent 8 easy points for me. So that's the only thing that I could really say about the opening. It was a very interesting idea about the farmer. Nice monastery build up and everything. Very kind of very good road building here as well. But again, the quick points at the start of the game, they're just too powerful. Alrighty, well, thanks for the game. And unless there's somebody who's super keen, I already mentioned this in the chat, already send me a challenge. This will be the last one of the day. Do let me know um, in the comments, like what you would have played differently in case you watched the entire thing. But if not, I appreciate that you're here. Next week it's Azul against viewers. The week afterwards, it is Carcassonne viewer game analyses. So feel free to send me submissions and stuff. And then no stream 4 weeks from now because I will be at the World Championship. At least hopefully things go as well here as they did for me today. Certainly can't complain about today's tile draws. Close to 8